Happy Friday evening, everyone. How's it going? I am relaxed. I don't really know that it's Friday because I sort of goofed off all week. And I'm ready to chill. Oh. So let's see. What do we have to talk about? Oh, first of all, I just watched the worst Hallmark movie. So, Grace Case, whenever you listen to this, we need to discuss because it was. I don't know how to fucking not do it mid thought. I can wait 30 seconds and it's still mid thought. I can add myself after the stream starts. I don't know. Hey, everybody. Hi, always grateful. Hi, Jen. So basically, I guess I just always start the stream mid thought. That is my conclusion. I do not know how to work around it. Hey, Mrs. Cassandra. What's happening, guys? How's your Friday? Hey, Deb Mortimer. I had a fantastic Friday. Actually, I had a kooky evening, but kooky in the silly way. So I'm cool with it. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting banana bread, John. Did you make it or did someone make it for you? I'm going to guess someone made it for you. What's up, Mousy? Was that a hard day yesterday, Deb, or was it fun? I've been wanting sweets too, Mousy. I've been having an ice cream day. And all I have are those damn Oreos in my house. No, thank you, Oreos. So, let me think. I don't know. I didn't do anything today. It was nice. I like those piddle around the house days. Well, kick them all out, Deb. Tell them if you're not helping, you're not eating. Mousy, how did you make dark chocolate muffins? Was that the pumpkin muffins? Tell me how you got the dark chocolate flavor. I'm never making Oreo bread. I kind of want to light all those Oreo packages on fire, but knowing our luck, Oreos don't burn. Gray's Case, I almost DM'd you because whatever this movie I was watching was awful. Christmas at Holly Point or something. Holly Inn. I don't know. Holly Hotel? Holly Jollyland? Who knows? But it was terrible. I mean, the main character was a jerk. And not just a little jerk, but like a nasty jerk. Not a Hallmark jerky. You know, that's different than regular. Like this person was, I don't know, KJ jerky. And then they bring in like the love interest grandma, and she was a jerk. And I was like, but not even a likable jerk. I'm like, you guys are just nasty, mean people. You're not even funny or cute or anything. See, I should have chosen the corgi one because the one, don't watch that one. I mean, it was awful. Like, it kind of ticked you off. And then you were like rooting for them not. You're like, don't fall in love with her because she is nasty. She's a bitch. Yeah. And I'm using jerks mildly because I have other ones that I wanted to, other words that I would choose. Yeah, the corgi one did look dumb. That's why I chose, like, I mean, I don't know, because they're, who cares which one you pick, really? Except for don't pick the Holly Point one. That's, you know what, John? Actually, I was watching it and I did think, who cast this movie? Because, like, because you want the, and then I thought, who wrote this movie? Because this, like, supposed to be cute, sassy is coming off as like, I just want to slap your face and walk away. And then you did not want anything good to happen to him. And at one point, I was like, do not talk to your parents that way. That is rude. It was a heck of a Hallmark movie. I'm like, what happened, Hallmark? See, that's what I was looking for. Although, was that Christmas in Mississippi? Or is that an old one? I don't know, because that one like popped up and I almost watched it, but I was like, I want to watch like a colder Christmas. I don't know why. But my foray into the Hallmark movies, I'm like, geez, Hallmark. I watched a great one yesterday. I think it was maybe a Lifetime one, though. Oh, I think I've seen that one. Or is it a new one this year? Because they had the Christmas on the Bayou, I think. I don't know. I don't really remember their names because it doesn't matter. Yeah, Netflix is okay, but I have a beef with Netflix and their Christmas movies because they have a series like The Christmas Prince or something. And so they obviously have one where they meet, one where they get married, one where they have a baby. But Netflix, like when I would search for it, wouldn't show me the first one. And then I watched the second one and they're like, oh, you might like this one too, like the original one. I'm like, Netflix, darn it. Put them all up when I search the title. Come on. With Hallmark movies, you get either decent actors with a terrible script or actors be hired because they're attractive and wholesome but can't act to save their life. Yeah. I call them mix and match movies because it's the same sets and then like every 4 or 5 years they're like, you can tell they got a new rental house and I'm like, ooh, it's new set year. It's always the same actors and the scripts. I mean, you just like pull from a hat. Like they can have 3 different jobs. They're so bad, but I love them so much. Oh, thanks, Mouse. You know I love dark chocolate. But I don't know if you had to have milk to eat them. That's a lot. But it never occurred to me to put dark chocolate chips in there. And I'm like, oh, share your recipes more because people make them better. I know. Jen, I love them. I mean, I don't know. You have to be in like the right mindset for them. They're so awful. But then my favorite ones are the ones that are like the person moves to a town and then they keep seeing like clues around town and they're like, does Santa exist? No, that's silly. But it turns out Santa does live there. And you've fallen in love with Santa's son or daughter, whatever. Those are my favorite ones. I like the like magical ones. Oh no. A below deck fan. That is awesome when you find someone who watches your same crappy show. Always grateful in the challenge, which I've not seen this week's episode. That's what I'm doing after this. I mean, that's a delight because when you don't have somebody to talk to about your show, it's a lonely feeling. You'd rather watch horror movies than watch a Hallmark movie? I get it. I get it. I'm like, that's how I feel about video games. But I made myself wait till Thanksgiving to start on the Hallmark Christmas movies. I saw an ad for that on YouTube. I can't remember what it's called. Or who's in it because it's something. Because at first you're like, oh, that could be kind of funny. And then you're like, whoa, they're really beating people up. Christmas on Ice? And you know the female lead? Ooh, I don't know why that excites me. I'm like, I'm going to watch it. Have you seen the one where they go into the snow globe? I like that one too. Is it dumb? Yep. Always grateful. Ugh. I couldn't find it. I watch it on like my jailbroke Fire Stick, and I guess because of the holiday, whoever puts it up on the illegal sites didn't put it up yet this week, and I'm like, man. So I'm going to check again tonight. Don't tell me what happened. It's kind of hard to avoid what happened when you like a show like that. Like that, I really hate the internet for that. And especially because I follow a channel that discusses each episode of the challenge, and he is on top of it. So whatever day that show airs, the next day he does a like synopsis of it. But his title is always like, "Did Devin make the right decision?" I'm like, damn it, Devin's involved. So I have to like not look at him until I've seen the episode. And I usually don't watch the episode till like Fridays. But he doesn't usually spoil who gets voted out. But did he? I don't know. Don't tell me. Or not voted out. You know, whatever. Mousy. Lifetime movies are scarier than horror movies. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right, though. You have a very valid point. Those Lifetime movies get wild. And, like, I watched one the other day where it was like every teenager in town had syphilis, and I was like, "What? What's happening? This is a hard lesson, Lifetime." What's up, clumsy clairvoyance? And you don't like canned cranberry? This is a throwback to Grace Case's stream and Mrs. C's stream. I love canned cranberry. Ooh. You know what? When I watch that movie now, I'm going to be like, her mom's an ophthalmologist. That's so cool. Did she tell you all about making it? Making the movie? They make those quick, I think, in just a few weeks. And they make them in the summer, so I always laugh because, because like their coats are unbuttoned and stuff. You know, they're hot as heck. Ooh, was it good? You know, I think this season their challenges, like this is a good season because the last few have been real duds. So I like what they've got going this season. And I have to say I like a lot of the rookies they brought in because normally I'm not real big on the rookies, but we never get to know any of them. So clumsy, that's how Mousy watches me too later at night. It was. It was, John. At one point in that movie, they put up like one of those big whiteboards and they were like patient zero and then had all these lines together. And I was like, well, I thought I was just watching like I don't know. It was terrible. You know, the Lifetime ones can turn real quick. Like I thought I was just watching like a teen pregnancy movie or something, and it was like everyone in town's got syphilis. This is Cassandra. Oh, Mousy, I started that one and I didn't finish it. I think I fell asleep. Ooh. I bet I recognize her then. Clumsy. Yuck, canned cranberries. I mean, cranberries are what they are. I didn't have any cranberry this year. I had no Thanksgiving meal this year, and it was fantastic. I like the jellied Mousy. I didn't even know they make whole canned cranberry. I always love when you can tell like the double came in. And then I heard one movie they filmed. They got all the ice to make the snow from the fish market, so the set stunk real bad. So I shouldn't have read that article because now every time I see like a little clip of that movie, I'm like, it smells like fish in that scene. Always grateful. I prefer what I make. There's a Rockette movie. Man, I love that we have terrible taste in what we watch on TV. Yeah, the canned cranberry is very polarizing, but the people who love it have like a weird, like their eyes light up. And you have to serve it in like the whole can shape. You're like, yes. I saw a cranberry salsa that I thought looked good, and they served it over whipped cream cheese. And I was like, I should make that sometime. Yeah, exactly, John. That's where you cut. You're like, how many rings of cranberry would you like? I didn't know there was a Hallmark Rocket movie, but I am very interested in that. The cranberry over cream cheese? But I watched it on YouTube. So these people maybe got the idea from Costco. I don't know. You know what? I think here's why I like the canned so much. So maybe I've told you guys this, I'm sure I have. But my aunt used to make this cranberry sauce, and it had like chopped up celery in it and nuts and I don't know what else, but it was very gritty. And she would bring it in like a 9x13 dish, and I don't know. We had to eat it every year, and it was the worst. And then after she died, we're like, now that Dorothy passed away, we don't have to eat that cranberry sauce anymore, do we? And you could always tell the people who didn't like it because their scoops and their plates were not very big. Yeah, I didn't know cranberry jalapeno was a thing either until this year. Yes, always careful. It was a cranberry jello salad, and it was gross. Like everything in it was a solid ingredient. You're like celery, all right. Pecans, okay. I don't even know if there were pecans. I don't know what else was in there, but all together, you're like, this does not work. It was, ugh. But my Aunt Dorothy loved it. And what's funny is I don't think it made an appearance at any holiday after she passed away. So, you know what? Kudos to you. If you like something, you're like, I'm bringing it to every holiday function. I'm like, I'm going to start doing that. I guess you sort of do it anyway. And Dorothy was maybe punking all of us. Dorothy was like the coolest. Okay, first of all, she looked exactly the same my whole life. Never looked different. And she was really crafty. So anything you were, if you were in a store and you were looking at something, she would come over and be like, "Oh, we can make that." And and you'd be like, "Dorothy, can I just buy it? It's $4." But anytime you went to her house, she always had a craft and the supplies for it on her dining room table. And when you walked in, she'd be like, "Would you like to make a Christmas ornament?" And that was the best place to go when you're a little kid. I'd be like, "Absolutely, Dorothy. I'm in." I mean, no one could do it. Like, and she also used to make these little paper cuttings. Like, they were intricate, though. I mean, it was like an art form. And one time I complimented her on them, and she sent me a whole package of patterns for them and tips and tricks on how to do them. So sometimes I like get it out and make like birthday cards for people and stuff. I mean, it's cool. She was always making something. Always creative. I love your brain because you're like, everything inspires you. It's so neat. What's a candle salad, Mousy? My mom never made cream corn or lima beans. She didn't like lima beans. When chat isn't moving, I'm like, am I still on stream? I agree. I say that. I think I've only had lima beans like twice in my life. Know what I don't like? Okra. But I think I've never had it cooked properly. Know what I do like? Asparagus. And I also make Brussels sprouts a lot, and I forget that people do not like Brussels sprouts. And it's fun. Like when people come over for dinner and I'm like, here you go. And they, a lot of people are like, oh, Brussels sprouts. Okra is slimy. Okra and powdered milk? That is the worst meal ever, John. Powdered milk. What's even the point of powdered milk? It's just awful. Anybody in chat want a 7-year-old? There's one up for grabs. Oh no, you know it's gross if Always Createful condemns it. Yeah, when I was little, my mom tried to slip powdered milk into my cereal one time. No, no deal. Oh no. Shut down. What? Those little smiley faces. Is he all revved up from Thanksgiving food? Hi, Sean. You just out hitting up other lives and you're like, not this one. I was surprised how many people streamed on Thanksgiving this year. Because I feel like last year there was nothing going on. Mrs. Cassandra. You're just going through each person in chat. Just being a kid. What is that, Mousy? Should I click it? YouTube recommends stupid ones to me too. Or they'll recommend ones in a different language. And I'm like, why do you think I would watch this? I don't understand it. And there's no closed captioning. And YouTube needs to learn, just like Netflix needs to learn, if you accidentally click on the wrong thing and you only watch 15 seconds of it, don't start making suggestions off that. John, you just described me fully. I'm like, I have a time limit. What is a weird monkey live? Like on a monkeys in a zoo or something? Because I watch the jellyfish one every once in a while. And then I always think I should figure out something to film like that. Although I've heard they do no longer monetize those long streams of like thunderstorms or I don't know, the ones that are supposed to like black screen put you to sleep because they're like people are falling asleep to these. Yes. Or sometimes you just are looking something up because people are talking about it and you're like, what is that? And then Amazon's like, oh, so. It's terrible. But then when I click on something that I really like or a stream that I really like and watch all the time, it'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. You can't find Mousie's channel unless you type in. It always suggests the other Mousie channel that has like 13 followers. And I'm like, or how about you suggest the one who's every single live I've watched? Maybe try that. What's Amazon free spin? I don't know anything about it. Tell us more, Mrs. Cassandra. Was there like a game we could have played and won something? / no one actually wins, but it got us all to go to Amazon Prime. Ooh, that's good. I'm like, I'm usually, sometimes I put on a podcast to fall asleep to, but usually I like it quiet. He had a free spin on his app. Nobody else knows about. Wait, I have the Amazon app on my phone. What do you mean he just went in there? I don't see anything about a free spin. They are recommending a Swiffer Wedja to me. Why the heck would I want that? Come on, Amazon. Lured me. Or how about this? What if when you buy something off Amazon, like I bought a mouse for my computer, and now it's like, hey, do you want all these mice? And I'm like, I already bought one, Amazon. Catch up. I don't need 50 of them. Spin and win up to $500. I see it. I'm going to do it. Should I spin the wheel? And you could win up to $20 instantly to use in the app. All spins are automatically entered for a chance to win $500. Wait, this doesn't make sense. All spins are automatically entered for a chance to win $500. Sweepstakes every day to use in the app. I don't really understand that. You can play the game once daily till November 28th. What? Guys, it's November 25th. When did this start, Mrs. Cassandra? Yeah, Grace Case, scroll down. It's not at the top. I'm going to spin. Is your husband doing it every day, Mrs. Cassandra? You didn't win an instant prize. Well, that's shocking. I really thought this was going to go somewhere. You've still been entered for a chance to win $500 for today's sweepstakes. If you win, you will be notified directly via email and app within 3 days. Oh, okay. So nope, I didn't win. Scroll down, everyone. You have to go to like the bottom. Like it's pretty far down. I actually, for a second, Mrs. Cassandra was like, I think maybe I'll win. No. That's how they get you. For a split second, you're like, I could do it. I didn't know about it either. Well, they buried it down in the app, so they don't want us to like spin it. Mousy didn't win either. What are you doing on that app all day? Did you scroll down, Always Grateful? Is it down there? Did you find it? Right. You know what? Let's talk about Amazon for a second and those punks. First of all, if you have Prime, shouldn't the Prime automatically be selected? Like, why do I have to choose search for Prime products every time I do a search? And second of all, remember when Prime used to mean you got it within 2 days? It doesn't mean anything anymore now, does it? I'd like yell at you. Does it? It doesn't mean anything. You had to search for the spin? Maybe it's for the people who don't. Always Grateful doesn't have it at all. I wonder if it is because it's a business account. Yeah. Exactly. So I'm like, what the hell am I paying for with Prime? Like, there's no benefit now. Because first of all, I don't get better shipping. And sometimes shipping is like the same on one that's not Prime. Or one that's not Prime is like, well, we'll get this to you January 15th. And I'm like, what happened, Amazon? Although I do think they got out of control with their Prime shipping because there were times I ordered stuff and it arrived the same day. And I just thought that was a little too creepy. I'm like, we don't need stuff that fast. And it was never the things like you really needed. It was always like new bath towels or something. And they're like, we'll be right there. Dude, Mrs. Cassandra. Look at all those Prime users had no idea. Anybody listening after the fact, if it is before November 28th, go to your Amazon app and search for Spin and Win. Then leave a comment about how much you won. Grease Case, did you spin? It depends on what I order. But, and I also am being a bit hyperbolic, but the whole 2-day thing is sort of out the door. Because what did I order the other day? I don't remember. Oh, and I did. Do you guys ever do the subscription thing so you get the discount and then you go back in and cancel your subscription? Well, I did that recently, except for I swear I canceled the subscription. But I did it for True Lime for my sparkling water. And one just showed up on my doorstep one day. 500 packets of it. So needless to say, I am lousy with True Lime. Georgia's trying to limit the times Amazon can keep couriers on the road because of, you know what? I'm not necessarily opposed to that. I think we get stuff too quickly. Yeah. You know what happened to me? Oh, remember how I told you I didn't get my SodaStream CO2 canisters? So I had them place a second order. Well, I've received both orders. So now I have 12 CO2 canisters. And the lady at SodaStream goes, all right, you can take the extra shipment to a retailer and surrender it if you would like, or you can keep it and use it. It's your decision. And I was like, okay, I'm going to keep it and use it, obviously. But didn't that also sounds dramatic? You can surrender the shipment. I know, Mousy. I'm only like halfway through the first 500 packet box of True Lime. No doubt. Everyone will be bubbling over here. I mean, that's 12 backup canisters. I have no idea how long that's going to last, but I'm psyched to find out. I mean, they're all going to be lime flavored. That's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, but then it shouldn't come up under Prime, I don't think. If they can't control the shipping on it, then it shouldn't be considered a Prime. What SodaStream deal? Like, I need one. I already have one. But I do. The robot vacuum deals always get me too. I'm like, ooh, that's a great price for a robot vacuum. I do not need one. They're they're everywhere, those Amazon. I feel bad for them. I hope they get paid appropriately. Yeah, John. I've like had that issue too. You gotta like keep track of them. Mousy, there's heck of Roomba deals today. And I've heard great things about the Eufy, but I've never tried that one myself. I've always had a name brand Roomba, but those are pricey. And then I am a firm believer in the Shark vacuums, so I feel like those would be a good option. Although I have never had a Shark robot vacuum. Your art isn't going well. Oh, we are friends because of vacuums and cats. I have a strong love for my vacuums, mostly because I hate vacuuming. So, and I was opposed to the robot vacuums. I thought they were too expensive. I just could never get myself to buy one because I'm like, I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on a robot vacuum. And then my friends were moving and they sold me their robot vacuum for not very much money, and it changed my life. It changed my life, everyone. You should check for deals, John, but watch out because most of the deals today are tricks. Grace Case, do you? Are they Velcro biscuits or Chonko biscuits? You know what, Deb? I had a scaredy cat who, like, he hated storms and he hated fireworks, and I don't know, he was afraid of stuff. Hated the lawnmower, but he did not mind the Roomba. I mean, he didn't like hang out in the room with it. He would more just side eye it. Is hers a shark? Does she love it? I have to imagine it's good because when I bought my upright shark vacuum, oh my God. My mind was blown. I had no idea. I think for years I've been imaginary vacuuming. And I thought I had like a decent vacuum before. No, it turns out I didn't. And you know what I think of the shark vacuums? Do you guys remember those little kid dolls and you could feed the baby like the bottle of milk and the milk would go away, and then when you flip the bottle back over, like the milk would be there again? That's what I think of the canister on the shark vacuum is, because I'm like, there's no way all of this dirt is in my rug, and it's got to be like that little baby doll bottle. I'm like, it's a trick. Shark has like scammed me into thinking it's picking up all this filth. And I mean, oh, it's so gross. It's so gross to figure out like that's all just been sitting in my rugs for years. Yeah, John. They're insane. They make you see life differently. I mean, because the first time I used it on one of my rugs, it filled up in, I don't know, a minute, 2 minutes. I mean, it was, and I just kept vacuuming the rug over and over and over. And I was like, it's still filling up. And then I just sat there in this stupor and I was like, I've been living with this filth in my house for years and I had no idea. Ooh. No, my cat was an inside cat too, but I always open my windows, so yeah, would hear the lawnmower. Oh man, that's a shame too because you have. Wait, you don't have area rugs? But the Roomba is perfect for it because my main floor one just goes on in my kitchen, and he cleans up after dinner, after I cook. He's like, I'm up to bat. Chanko biscuits. Yeah, I have to imagine the Shark robot vacuum is. It's got to be as good as their canister vacs, uprights. Mousy, take him to the vacuum store. I took my last vacuum to the vacuum store and they go, this vacuum is too cheap to repair. I felt a little insulted. I did not. It was too cheap to repair. Well, John, I'm here to tell you those vacuums don't do squat. Based upon what my freaking Shark vacuum has been picking up. Nope, no area rugs. Deb, I can't even comprehend that because I have area rugs everywhere. Area rugs they're one of my favorite things. I love them. Grace Case, I had 2 cats. That was the whole thing. And when I got the Shark, well, I only had 1 cat at that point. It was it was disgusting. And I got the Shark. I read on a cleaning website or cleaning site I follow on Instagram somewhere where the woman said always get the pet version of a vacuum because it has the most suction on it, so it's going to pick up the most stuff. Even if you don't have a pet, it's just the smarter choice. So then when I bought this one, and I got it at Kohl's, it was awesome. It was 50% off and all these crazy Kohl's deals. But it floored me how much stuff it picked up. And how, I mean, ugh. Ooh. Are you talking steam cleaner like steam mop or carpet steamer? Because I have one that I love, Sean. If you're talking steam mop, but then the canister comes off and you can use it in your shower or on your stovetop. It's awesome. Yeah. Okay, that is what you're talking about. And the first time I got it and I used it on the bathroom, I have shower doors in one of my bathroom, and man, cleaning that track is not fun, but it was delightful that day. If they make them, I will purchase that. Jeff, do you have leftovers? Head on out to the kitchen. Look at Mousy, you sound like a salesman. You can get away with one of those for a while if you invest $100 in a Shark stick vac. It would last you 6 to 10 years. See, and when I bought my Shark vacuum, I also was I only want a vacuum that I can repair. I'd love to get him. Is it Malay? Man, can you imagine what that would come up with? Woo! If the shark picks up this much, Mousy, I have a steamer mop. And first of all, when you get that steamer mop, and like I said, mine has the canister that comes off, so you can like clean your oven or clean your stovetop, clean your bathroom with it. You are sad when you no longer have things to steam clean in your house. It's pretty enjoyable. Like, yeah. And like, you know how the first time you use the magic eraser, you're like, what the hell else can I clean with this thing? That's how I was with the steam cleaner. And I bought it specifically to like mop. And then I liked that it, like the canister part came out. So I was just kind of playing with it in my bathroom. And then I'm like, I've got to steam clean everything in my house. I mean, that. It also makes you think, why have I been paying for all these chemicals to clean with? Do any of you follow Go Clean Co? Because I've been trying her water bleach and Tide, and first of all, you don't always need the bleach, but it smells amazing, and it really does work beautifully. Vanessa Amaro. Is that on YouTube, Grace Case? Because I love the cleaning accounts. And I mean, follow Go Clean Co because she does, although she gets crazy in my opinion, because she'll be like, here's how you clean your screens, your window screens. And I'm like, no, ma'am, I'm not doing that. A Dyson? I don't know about that. You know how I pick? Maybe the Dysons are good. I got Shark because I called my friend who owns an estate sale company and I said, what brands are good? And then she gave me like 2 or 3. She said, these are the ones people never want to sell. These are the ones that I buy because she takes them to like vacuum the houses before and after the sales. So she buys them from previous sales. Ooh, really? I mean, the Shark is my only complaint about the Shark is anytime I use the handle comes off and you can, like, I have the long hose part and you can like vacuum stairwells and stuff, but the base falls over every freaking time. That does suck. Being allergic to anything sucks. I gotta go back and Gracie, I'm gonna text you later and be like, what was her name again? Yeah, too bad those are never sitting on the side of the road, right, Mousy? But I don't really like. You have to know the house a vacuum came from because it can stink up your whole house. But no, really, that water bleach and Tide gal, that's Go Clean Co. And it's amazing stuff it does. I was skeptical of it. And then one day I was deep cleaning my dishwasher because Go Clean Co told me to. And then I was You know how when you start doing some weird cleaning task and then it just snowballs, and by like half an hour later, I'm scrubbing the grout on the kitchen floor. But it came right up with that water bleach and Tide. I mean, I actually did not know the grout in my kitchen was the color that it is. Now I'm going to get lost in those cleaning videos tonight. I love the cleaning videos. There's another cleaning one I watched where the gal owns a cleaning company and she's like, just so you guys know, I hate cleaning. So that's why I figured out the best way to do it so I don't have to spend all my time doing it. And it always makes me laugh. Do it, Mousy. Yes, that's her. Clean my space. She's the one who hates cleaning, isn't she? Melissa, I think, in Canada. I like to compare them all to each other. I mean, they pretty much all say the same thing, but Go Clean Co is the one I resonate with the most. Although she's opposed to robot vacuums, and I'm like, ma'am, you're crazy. And she also, I always want, like one time she goes, vacuum your mattress. And she had a vacuum on top of the mattress. And I was like, that's foul. Don't do that. And she, I don't know, one of her sponsors is a bedding company. I'm like, you're never pushing mattress protectors. That's like the first thing you should be pushing. Ooh, that is. I looked through all my stuff on Amazon, and some of it was like higher price than normal, and they're like, it's 50% off right now. I'm like, last week that was $5 cheaper. There you go, Deb. Vanessa is on the trenches. Yeah, did you find one, Mousy? I mean, I don't need anything, so I didn't. I mean, I checked stuff that I want just to see if there's like any deal that. Oh my god, you know what I didn't check? The area rug I want. I should go look at that. Ugh, I should. That's expensive. Is Alexa supposed to tell you when stuff in your Amazon thing goes down in price? Thank you, John. I don't either. I find it odd that everyone's like, yeah, just put that in my house and have the microphone always going. That's crazy. All right, good luck on your immersion blender. Ooh, you should ask Always Createful, what's a good one? I agree, Deb. I don't want those in my house. And that's interesting because I always thought, people always think I'm crazy because I say that. And I also don't use Siri on my phone. I have that disabled. I'm like, no. And I keep the GPS turned off on my phone too. What kind of candle lighter? Is it a USB one that you have to plug in and charge? Because I don't understand that. What's a card case? Okay. Does it come with the USB charger? Also, don't you think it's pleasant to like strike a match and light your candles? They asked Alexa. I'm like, that's funny. Good on Alexa. She knows when to keep her mouth shut. I just use a match. But and then if it's a jar, well, I always trim the wick and stuff on mine. Ah, okay, see, that makes sense. But then lighting a candle doesn't. But I get it because candles, ambiance. I'd burn down the house with a man. I use those safety those kitchen matches. I actually have a whole like drawer of them. But I keep them like my candles or my incense trays and stuff. I just have like cool trays that I found at thrift stores. And then I just throw all the matches and like ashes on there in a pile. Kind of looks cool. And then I clean it up when I dust. I had a kitchen fire when I was in my early 20s. So I'm like kind of uptight about it. That's why I have it all on trays and stuff. Hey, Teresa, how's it going? Teresa. Oh my gosh, does it have a whisk? See, this is what I'm talking about. Then it becomes multitasker. Ah, that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I just have them. Well, I have lighters too. I have a whole drawer where I'm like, this is matches and lighters if like an emergency happens. Yes, Mousy. See? See, I'm less safe with knives. My knives need sharpened now. And they used to, my like local grocery store would sharpen them for you for free. But since the pandemic, they don't do that anymore. And I don't really understand how that's connected, but it is. Teresa, I saw a reel on Instagram where this guy goes, life hack. You don't have to wait for a holiday or special event to have deviled eggs. You can make them anytime. See, it's a tip that John needed. You can have deviled eggs anytime. Debbie. Mousie's gone to the Amazon. No, she's just listening. Guys, let's like shout out ideas and see if we can accidentally get Mousy to order things. Teresa, yeah, going to bed early. Are you going to be able to do that? Teresa is a night owl. You know, I haven't noticed that. See, my grocery store's all changed. And one of them closed, like one, I don't know. And it wasn't the good one, but it was the one where I got like certain particular items and they're not available at other grocery stores. And I am still sad about those items. Crazy. I bet she's got all those. She used to work at a sex shop. Ball gag. I don't know why no one else is shouting. Do you want me to say what people are yelling at you, Mousy, so he can hear? And he'll give you a thumbs up if he is interested. All right, Brian, these are for you. We have some suggestions for blow up doll, sex swing, ball gag. I vote for that one just because saying it is pleasant. Ball gag. It was like, what you buying? Oh, see, Grace Case, they don't have a blow up doll. You nailed it right out of the gate. And they do have a ball gag. Sean Coffey says, taser. Taser, taser, taser. Well, put that ball gag to work, Mousy, and that won't be a problem. Did that help you guys with your shopping list? Grace Case. See, Grace Case has my sense of humor. It cracks me up. Dang it, look at you guys nailing it. Her kid wants a taser. Thank you for reminding her. Did I skip yours? Wait, hang on, I can't. I don't see it, John. Did YouTube take it? Is it before the deviled eggs or after? Okay, here's my benchmark. That's the last John comment I see. Oh, wait. Oh, no. And then I get to this one. The helper review. It must be naughty. Where do I review it in? Where do I review it? I know, I do too. I tried to go in to YouTube. Now we'll never know. It's lost in review world. Can you, Mousy, can you see it? You're a mod. Oh, and Grace is a mod. I don't either. I have no, I like went into YouTube to see if I could. Do I have to go into my channel to do it? Or into like the studio? Oh my gosh. You're totally like timed out. You can't. You think in the studio? Okay, he's gonna retype it, everybody. Yeah, or like throw in the. Man, it must have been bad. YouTube's only grabbed like a handful of my comments. How did it let this one through? Dang it, always critical. Don't you start that Discord. So why did it let this one through? I want to say it's so bad, but I'm not going to do it. Man. Also, where do you think held for review is just made up? Or did we just learn that if you just retype it again, YouTube's like, oh, they really meant that. Okay. Hey, speaking of, I was watching a trial and they were reading the person's YouTube comments. And I was like, how did all these comments get through on YouTube? And we're over here speaking in code. And this guy's posting like crazy stuff. Like they're obviously watching the wrong people. Oh. That's so weird. Oh, maybe they felt like what is that? Harassment? Oh, the quotation marks? He said the only difference was it started with @Jujubee. And then the one it let through said, I dare you to say, hey, Alexa. Hey, Alexa, do something. I wonder. Yeah. I was like, because I know I've seen it before where we had to like approve it. But it must have deemed it. What do you guys think it deemed that? Harassment? Sex swing? That's stupid. I mean, it's stupid it held the comment. That's what I meant. I know, Teresa. That's what he wants. Everyone who listens to this stream to be furious. I wonder how many actually. Well, no one would. You have been censored. Yeah, because I don't see it anywhere. Because I went over to, like, if it was held for review, then, like, Mousy and Grace Case should have seen it. And then they'll have, like, the option to show it or hide it. It did it to me one time in EKC's chat. And I don't remember what I said. But it, like, blacked me out. And then, and I kind of was new to chatting, so I didn't know that you couldn't say certain words. So I figured out that YouTube was like, or no, I thought the mods pulled it and they were like, no, we don't see anything. And they're like, you're cool with us. I'm like, all right. But it was some joke like that you just made where I'm like, that wasn't even, I don't understand why it got pulled. Claire will bust her ass for that. Yeah, me too, Grace Case. Where it's like held for review and it'll be like John being like, hey, everyone should go to Grace Case's channel. And they'll be like, do you want to put this up there? I'm like, yeah. I'm not. All right, guys, I'll end this stream if you start talking Discord. I'll end it right now. And we'll all go back to our Hallmark movies. And see, it doesn't ban this comment. What's that about? Spirit. So you can say this, but you can't say sex swing. Hey, John, put at Jujubee, then type this comment. See if it, I don't know. Let's just test it. I know. I'm just trying to balance my online life and my real life. Okay, this is kind of fun. He had great thighs. And let it go. See? All right. Well, we didn't. We cracked no YouTube codes. Damn it. I was going to post a comment up there and I'm like, this one isn't about Discord, but it is. Mousy, come back and talk about something that's not Discord. Please. Guys, remember when we were talking about sex swings and ball gags? Let's go back to that. What can I say? I'm a thigh girl. I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. But you... Do you guys ever think how crazy it is? Like, you've never met in real life, but you know that you're the other person is a fan of thighs. It let it through. I wonder if... That's so weird. I don't know why it's doing it. But also... I don't know why this makes me laugh. You're like, hey, Jujubee, sex swing. I don't know. Crazy is it let sex thing swing through when he tagged me too. It doesn't make any sense. But it didn't let it through when he said, I dare you to say it. Now I've said it 50 times. So maybe it wasn't the sex swing part that caused it to be pulled. Maybe it was the... Hey, Alexa? I know. And this is like the kind of stream you partially listen to, like you're playing it while you're like cleaning and walking in and out of the room. That's what I was wondering. I wonder if that's the part that got it to... Alexa sex. Now it's just... Now we're just typing in combinations of words to see if YouTube will pull the comments. And Mousie's still shopping for a blender. It let this through. I wonder, or do you think, do you think YouTube pulled it? Does StreamYard pull comments? I mean, I would have no idea if StreamYard did it. It keeps letting orgy through. I don't understand. Oh, it blocked another one. But you had quotes around the one it let through, didn't you? The Alexa one it let through. Now I'm going back and looking. Yeah, you had quotes around it. I've got to star John's comments so I can find them easily. The Google one with quotes it blocks. Weird. Or anyone that listens after the fact that doesn't want them to have one. I bet the manufacturers of sex swings would have real issue knowing these comments are being held. This is using Google, not the toy. I wonder how it's picking them out, though. Because of all the things we've been saying, it's only yanked those two. Did you use Dare on the Google one, John? It doesn't like when we want to add sex swings to carts. No Dare in either of the Google ones. But then why does it let it through the second time? That's what I don't get. It's totally discriminating against John. And all the people who are watching this later and are like, I hope she says that. Because then I have a reason for it to be in the cart. Who knows? So in our thorough investigation of is that the first time or the second time you've typed that, Grace Case? Oh, and look at the difference to my shopping list. Although it's depriving them of joy. Darn it, YouTube. It let Grace Cases go by, but it was just to a shopping list. Can you... Does Siri just buy things straight out for you? Can you be like, hey, Siri, buy this? Or does she not have that power? It's exactly what it says it is. No, because a cart is like right before checkout. But your list means you still have to go like put it in a cart somewhere online. I suggest not Googling it. I know for a second I was like, Oh, I'll pull it up and show her. And I'm like, can't do that. Cannot do that. I'd be concerned if she did have that power. There will be images. And I also don't think it sounds dumb at all, Deb. I'm not afraid of images. Guys, who knew we could say sex swing like 8,000 times in a stream? And use it to test if comments were getting held. I'll tell you, I did not see the stream going in this direction. It's a swing for two people to get on and get it on. I should rename the stream. Sometimes I think that I'm like, after the stream is over, I should go back and appropriately name it. Because I always just pick something. And sometimes I find phrases from other streams. And I'll be like, let's see if anybody catches this. Most people do not. now everyone's given the definition. I know. Thank you. Thank you. Mousy just left. Maybe she's off using her swing. I think my favorite part was when you guys were all giving the explanations. And I think my favorite one was Teresa's. Get on and get it on. I know, Jeff. Me too. I once had to listen to my friend yell at her husband for leaving their bedroom door open while they had people over and their sex swing was still hanging up. Tracy did one. She won the most entertaining definition of a sex swing. I don't think I've said sex swing this many times in my life ever. Or read it. I don't know. Teresa, I'll star your comment. That's what you win. And it put it into a special column where all of John's starred comments are. That's right. And frankly, as a person who's moving, you should already have that stuff packed away. I don't. On top of a door, it does not sound solid enough. Well, I just feel like I've said it a lot this evening. Teresa, do you have Amazon Prime? She wasn't here for that, Sean. Did you do the what's it called? Spin the wheel deal? Oh, now it's gone. Teresa, look in your Amazon Prime app. They're doing like a wheel spin a day, and you can win. You can win like an instant prize of $20, but if you spin the wheel, then you get entered into a sweepstakes for, was it $500? Spin a day. I'm like, I've got no info for you, Teresa. Go into your Amazon app. Something's in there. I know. Well, and now it's become weird to say it. Always creates. I'm like, stop saying sex swing. Spin and win. See, I already like put the spin and win info out of my brain. I'm like, this is a scam. What if Teresa wins? That would be awesome. Phone issues. Okay. Did you keep track of how many times we said Grace Case is in bed with her boys? I know. Well, and then it like, is it weird until you say it a whole bunch of times and then it becomes really weird? And it works with any word. We just happen to choose this combo. All right, guys. Do we have anything else to celebrate this week? Spin to win. Deb, that's what started it all. Is John was trying to get me to like say the phrase. Oh, Teresa didn't win anything. Damn it. That spin and win is a scam. I never heard about this hatred for that word until the show Dead Like Me. And I don't hate the word moist. I do have other words I hate. Yeah, I was friends with my brother's wife. And it was weird because then you're like, wait a I'm not saying that. I really want to though. Oh yeah, it was your anniversary. Happy anniversary. I love it moist. Well, I mean, there's no other way to describe turkey, baked goods. It is a good stress relief. Oh, I have some too. Nothing wrong with that. This is gonna suck. I love all of you so much. You're like, let's just discuss things. I agree, Teresa. Right. Does anybody else want to talk about any great nights they've had this week? Celebrate anything? Sal pops in. Bye, Sal. What did it block? It's letting all these other comments through, and it's blocking John's. What turkey? Stop it. Was there? Did you eat some of it, John? Oh. But how do they know he's a male? Because we don't put that on YouTube, do we? it's it's because it's because they're. I wonder why it is picking those out. Now randomly I'm going to be doing things throughout the week and come up with theories on why it picked out those comments. So now I'm going to be thinking about sex swings and Amazon all week. It's hysterical. It starts to die. I think you're right. Oh, yeah. I've seen that guy. I mean, I mean, he was hot, but also whatever. They have parental controls on John. I think it has to do with when he tags people, because I feel like it's picking it up as like harassment or something. That's my current working theory. Like, it's not getting that it's a joke. See, I don't think you do though, Deb, because I feel like just a few weeks ago, YouTube sent me like when I went into the studio part, they sent me a thing and they were like, help us help you by telling us what gender you are. And I was like, get out of here, YouTube. You haven't seen the hot guy chopping wood? People love it. I just would like to. I don't know. YouTube doesn't know what it's doing. Does it tell you when it doesn't know? Yeah. I don't have enough like data for it to tell me who's watching my videos yet. So that's pretty cool, Deb. You've gotten to enough like views and stuff where it's like, here's your analytics. Yeah. I think it's the harassment. I feel like don't they let you most places let you do like say your gender or say you prefer not to answer. I mean, like they don't know for all of us anyway. It does not tell me on mine. It says it doesn't have enough data yet. Like it'll tell me like where viewers came from, like if they were subscribers and all that. But it doesn't tell me like who else they watch or any of those stats. I have a fake birthday I put in everything. I'm like, stop it. Like, all these things want to know my info? No way. I mean, they all have it anyway. So they're like, this broad's over here lying. Here's her fake birthday. You have to put the fake one in the same every time or you forget it. And then you can't get wherever. And also, stores don't need to know my birthday. Say they want to send me a coupon. Psh, keep your coupon. I know, right? I have like a whole fake crap I use on all that. Exactly. I'm like, stop. I'm not. Like, we don't all use it. So it all has like data on us, but we've all lied on all the data. Well, and I just feel like, like Walgreens will be like, get our app, put your birthday in. And I'm like, calm down, Walgreens or Family Dollar or whoever. Starbucks. I'm like, you don't need my birthday, Starbucks. Oh my gosh, look who we brought in. Oh, and I'm over here goofing off, not in the stream. Thanks, Grace Case. You know who's harassing me is the people who want to buy my house. That should be illegal to send those out. And they call my phone too, and I keep blocking the number. And they'll call back and leave another message. Hey, do you want to sell your house? We'll buy it. No, Sean, it's not. But there's like all these companies. So they send you, it's real creepy. They send you a card with a picture of your house on it. And it says, I'm interested in buying your house. I didn't drive by and take this picture. I got it off Google. This is not illegal. And I'm like, if you have to put that on there, don't like stop doing what you're doing. I just keep like blocking them. And then they'll call and be like, hey. And one of them had my name wrong. And I'm like, man, you don't even have my name on there correctly. It's so creepy. And if you own like multiple properties, you'll get like 10 of them. And I'll be like, stop it. I think it should be illegal. And nothing ticks me off more than when you answer those spam calls and it starts ringing. And then they're like, how can I help you? And I'm like, you called me, bastard. But you're like, scared to say anything because I'm like, what are you recording? And how are you going to? Ugh. Oh, really? Exactly, Deb. Yep. I all of that infuriates me. Like all of that spam and junk. And you can't tell me that first of all, the phone companies can for sure block those numbers from getting to us. And I still get like my mom died like I don't know, 10 plus years ago, and I still get advertisements or like job offers for her and I'm like, "Come on." It's terrible. I hate it. I keep getting calls from like a timeshare in Texas, and they always call them. I don't know. They call me the wrong name, and I'm like, I'm not that person. I don't have a timeshare there. I don't know. Like, take me off your list. And then one day the guy goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll take you off the list." And they called back like 5 hours later, and I got furious. And then I called that guy. I mean, 100 times in a row. I just sat and just kept hitting redial and redial. And then it blocked my number from their system. And I was like, oh, is it irritating? But they have not called me since I flipped out and called them like that 100 times. Jen, I recommend losing your mind for a moment and calling them like a maniac because they haven't called me since. And it is extremely pleasant. Like when they blocked my number, I was like, that's awesome. They just blocked me. So that's my trick. It was totally worth it. I was so mad because you know how they like go through cycles and they'll like call you, call you, call you, and then you like get those numbers blocked, or you like have it 3 or 4 weeks and you're like, oh, no phone calls. So like you forget about it and then they just start blasting you with calls again. And I told the guy, I'm like, I don't have that timeshare. And when they called me right back, I just had it because I had gotten like, I don't know how many calls in 2 days. And I just flipped out and kept calling. And he did answer one time when I called him and he was like, no, I'm taking you off the list. And I still kept calling. Really? They don't call back? I mean, I just sat and called and called and called. And it times out so like it'll only ring for so long and then it cancels your call. And then I would just redial. Oh. I don't usually I just ignore them. Like I have my phone set to silent to like not accept the phone calls. But man, those voicemails come through. And I just get ticked off because if my phone's like in the other room and I hear it like ring, so then I go look at it and I'm like, I came in here and got this for freaking Texas timeshare. And you know, like you can be chill with it for so long and then all of a sudden you just snap on it. It's such bullshit. We have to go to those lengths. Not cool. Ooh, I like that tactic. Yeah, and I'm on all the do not call list and all that, but that doesn't mean anything. Man. That's so ridiculous. Okay. All right, everyone, we've hit the 2-hour mark. I've got to go watch the challenge or a Lifetime movie. Probably it's challenge. I'm going to try and catch that. So, anybody else have anything else? I agree. And I always feel bad because I'm like, I know they're just doing their job, but ugh. Bingo and Hallmark movies. Well, that reminds me, I need to call my car insurance. Teresa, you're going to bed now? Good job. Good night. Sleep well. I well, I don't know if you've noticed, but AC and I have not been the best challenge watchers. But we should get on top of that. Although real quick, always careful. Did you watch the Challenge US season? Because I did. And I will not ever again. But I'm going to go watch that. And then, well, Ryder dies. And then I'm going to DMUA, I think. I know. They do not update their systems. All right. That's it. Let's do this. Enjoy your weekends, everyone. I know I'll see you around. I think Claire's streaming tomorrow night. So head there, everyone. Yes. That's the one where they're like, I think they're doing like a Britain and an Australia, and then they're taking the champion from each country and like pitting them against each other. It was terrible. It was a terrible show. But a lot of the rookies that are on MTV this season were not put on the US version. And a lot of the people who did the US version, I think, are not going back because they were the producers lied to them about quite a bit. Holiday calories don't count. All right. I'll DM you. We'll chat in like however long the episodes are. All right. I have to end it now or I'll never end it. Ooh, weird food tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Bye.